Welcome. My name is Thomas. I'm here to share in this video a topic around safeguarding taxpayers' data. This here is for business professionals in the tax preparation industry. So if you're a tax professional or a tax preparer and you have your own business, you are responsible for the client's data. And it's by law that you have a guide, a data plan written out on how you're going to secure clients' data. And so this here guide is free. You can go to IRS.gov website and type in the search engine 4557, and the search results, the first link will give you the option to download that, save it to your computer, or print it out, or however you want to do that. Or I'll leave the description of this guide inside this video where you can get it at a later time if you are watching this video live or recorded. So when it comes to safeguarding taxpayer data for tax professionals and tax preparers, this guy is going to give you all the information you need to make that happen. And so you want to take this guide, you want to read through it. And if you have trouble reading through it and understanding what it's really talking about and how to implement it, then what we can do is get on a Zoom call and I can put together a safeguarding taxpayer data guide for you, for your business, that's required for you to have anyway. Because if the IRS asks for that information and you don't have it in black and white, then that's going to be a fine to you, and you might have to deal with some other issues along with that. Since this is a federal requirement, you want to make sure you have this safeguarding taxpayer data guide already in your possession, saved to your computer, uh, hard copy printed out and put into a file. But you just make sure you want to have that already done. And so again, if you need assistance with having a guide done, we do provide that service for a flat fee. And so if you're interested in learning more about having that service done for yourself, you can reach me out at 773-782-1320, or you can email me. My contact information is inside all my videos, giving you permission to contact me. So in this here presentation, we're going to go through the guide as an overview. I'm not going detail because the guide is available to you for free. You can check it out at your own leisure. But we just gonna go through and make it. My job is to make you aware of your responsibility as a tax prepared tax professional in this industry, that you need to have a safeguarding data guide put together, especially if you operate a tax service. And so this is the content. Introduction to safeguarding taxpayer data. Protect your clients, protect yourself. That's a lot of good information in there. Use security software, secure wireless networks, protect store clients' data, be on guard, spot data theft. Let me go back. This here, monitor EFIN and PTIN. When it comes to monitoring EFIN and PTIN, if you're an ERO, EFIN holder, tax professional, have your own tax business, then you have two options that you want to utilize. You want to go inside your e-service account, go to your EFIN account where you got your EFIN application stored and approved from, and under EFIN status, they're gonna give you how many tax returns you've done in that particular year. So if you know in your software it shows you done 250, but in here it shows you done 350, then that's a discrepancy of an extra 100 that you know you didn't do, and so you want to try to figure out where these extra 100 come from if you didn't do them. And so you want to find out how does that calculate? Because a lot of times we have rejects that's been done inside our software where we have to retransmit. So we want to make sure that a retransmission of a reject is not being counted more than one time when it comes to that number inside EFIN EFIN application status section that shows the number of returns that was done. Because if that's the case, then that's going to be an issue. We're trying to truly keep track of how many tax returns you've done if they count every transmission, regardless if it's a reject or not. We don't want to have that to be the case. PTIN, same way. They have a certain section in there where they say if you do over 50 tax returns, they'll show the number that's done. So say, for instance, again, you've done 250. Say your PTIN number shows 250. and your EFIN status section showing 250, then that's where you should be. It should line up, hopefully. So we just want to make sure that when it comes to retransmitting rejected returns that we had to fix for whatever reason, that those aren't being counted more than one time when it comes to the number that's going to show in both of those places. And so when it comes to then we talk about recognized phishing scams. So they got different scams to try to fool you to get the data, get access to your computer, to get access to the tax files, which is how we make our money, is cost of information we collect from our clients. Our tax files, that's really important. So we want to make sure we have that secure as best as possible. Guarding against phishing emails, same thing. Bogus emails trying to get you to do something that gonna put you at a disadvantage you don't want to do. Be safe on the internet. You want to make sure that you got security protocols in place that's gonna make it difficult for someone to get access to your professional software, get access to your computer in general. We want to make those steps difficult, meaning only people gonna really be able to get through those security firewalls will be professional hackers who we have no defense against. But people who have access to our computers, like friends, family, co-workers, things of that nature, we want to make sure our stuff is safeguarded where if they get access to them, they don't have the opportunity or the knowledge or the capability of breaking those password codes or nothing like that to get the data that they're trying to get. So those are the ones we really trying to safeguard things from, because the average person won't experience a hack like big corporations have been experiencing those, because professional hackers go after deep pockets. They go after people who got real money. They don't mess around with low budget individual broke folks like ourselves, because there's nothing in it for them. And so that's why we want to make sure that the people that's going to most likely have access to our information, this information is safeguarded to the point where they can't get into it. Report and respond. So if you have a data breach, there's processes and steps you got to take when it comes to that. You got to notify several different people in that process. You got to notify the IRS, FTC, the client, the bank vendor, the software vendor. There's so many people involved in this process that must be notified in case a data breach has happened inside your business. And paperwork must be filed in a timely manner and all those different things. And so those data breach can basically put you out of business, especially if you a tax preparation service that probably haven't been in business long, might not have a large clientele, no way, probably struggling anyway. A data breach and the bad rep that goes with that will be hard for you to recover from unless you reinvent yourself altogether. And so when it comes to that, you want to be on top of it. So respond, recover from data loss. They got information on what to do from that. Comply with the FTC safeguard rules. So some rules the FTC put in place, we got to comply with. Employee management and training. So a checklist for creating a plan. So they give you a checklist to help you with creating a plan. But like I said, if after going through all this information, you decide you'd rather outsource this task to someone, well, do your due diligence on finding someone who can deliver on the promise of putting together a security data plan for you. If you don't want to if you're not the person that wants to do it, to make that happen for yourself, definitely, take advantage of that opportunity by outsourcing it to someone that you know, like, and trust, who you believe can get the job done for you at an affordable rate. And so that's what we offer when it comes to this here situation. When it comes to safeguarding taxpayer data, is that with identity theft being what it is right now, everyone has been affected all across the board. And so the best thing you can do is have your written data plan laid out. And if you got employees, all of them should know what this data plan looks like, what it entails, what their responsibility is when it comes to making sure data is being safeguarded. The most common breach of data is word of mouth. Some person talking about somebody else's tax return uh, outside the office to some people that they might know of, who might know the people that they're talking about. And then, so we don't want to be talking about other people's tax returns information with anyone. That's a no-no. That's a violation of our code of ethics. We don't do that. And so all this here play a role with safeguarding taxpayer data. So if you want to safeguard your data and you need to know what that looks like, the first step you need to do is get the guide, which is free, read through it thoroughly, take notes, highlight it, do whatever you need to do, and decide if this is something you can do on your own to make happen. And if you decide it's not, reach out to me at 773-782-1320 and let me talk with you, chat with you, answer all your questions, concerns, give you a flat rate on what that'll take and look like when it comes to putting your data plan together, because the data plan is going to come from you based on your setup, based on if you're working from home versus are you working in a commercial location. All those different factors going to play a role inside the data plan, because the data plan will be detailed and customized to your particular business and the way you do business, regardless if it's virtual, local, face-to-face. It doesn't really matter. If you do all those, it'll include all those. And so I'm looking forward to the upcoming tax season. They haven't announced the due date yet for that. So right now, everyone is getting their employees ready for the upcoming tax season and all the different changes that's going to take place. It's really about having your people ready. So as they start to make these different changes for the 2023 tax season, dealing with the 2022 tax year, you want to be ready. And the two main focuses we do right now, especially with our new people, is teaching them the knowledge and skills needed to do the taxes and the professional software to do the work with are the two main tasks that they focus on learning right now, because those are the two main tasks they need to have under their belt, especially being new to this career industry of tax preparation and taxation. So as a new tax professional, new tax preparer, you want to have the confidence in your ability to do the taxes. You want to have your confidence in your ability to get the tax returns done by using a professional software that's A, user-friendly and easy to navigate through, and B, affordable. The affordable part might not make a difference to you, especially if you're working for a tax firm. But as a business owner and a person that prepare taxes in the tax preparation industry, you are concerned about the whole aspect of having a business. You're concerned about the user-friendly software. You're concerned about the price point, because these are going to play a role in your overhead to getting started and get your business up and running and be ready for the upcoming tax season. And so if you're looking to start your own tax preparation business, you're pushing it to the wire right now. But the beautiful thing about partnering and connecting with me would be if we find out we're a good fit to work with one another, that we will help you get your paperwork in order for being a full-fledged tax service. And just in case you don't get your EFIN application approved in time, you'll still get to work and make money because you'll be going out, getting clients, bringing them in through the system, having them processed through the infrastructure and company already got established, and you'll get paid that way until we get your infrastructure, get your business credentials set up to the point where now you're bringing in business that's going to directly go inside your software, inside your business, strictly to your bank account, where you make the money and you get to touch it hands-on directly to you. And so I'll see you in my next video.